basically cut up vegetables or anything else you want to cook.
Hand prepared, just like your grandma made them. The famous meatballs at TJ's Pub top the list for winter comfort foods. The intimate atmosphere tucked into downtown Manistee is known as a cozy gathering spot.
With pizza, sandwiches, and gooey, cheesy dishes, TJ's Pub is a warm destination for families this holiday season. Tonight, Jenny Bouchel takes us inside the kitchen.
This week, we're stretching out for a cozy night of comfort food in Manistee.
You can't write this stuff. Oh my.
Welcome to TJ's Pub, the underground getaway just below the Ramsdale Inn. From their famous meatballs to crusty hot sandwiches, we cover all the bases when we go inside the kitchen.
The building was built in the late 1800s. It was built originally as a bank. The hotel was put in the early 2000s. The previous owner was the one who completely restored this building. He put in the hotel, put in the pub, spared no expense when it came to bringing this building back to its original state.
Now the pub seats an intimate 50 guests, all flocking for these savory bites.
I mean, if you're going to have a meatball, why wouldn't you put it in a jacuzzi of bubbling cheese? That is phenomenal.
The recipe yields about 160 meatballs made twice a week from scratch.
Take a dozen eggs, beating them slightly, and then we're going to add 2½ cups of Parmigiana.
Onion, garlic, seasonings, and breadcrumbs are added.
7½ cups of breadcrumbs.
And finally combined with 10 pounds of ground beef. They're portioned at 1½ ounces and baked for about 30 minutes. But that's just the beginning.
And we're gonna do our golden barbecue, and this is sweet and spicy too because we put a little Dijon mustard in this.
It's run through the oven, then topped with a 5-cheese blend. They finish as a melty, savory dish served with a crunchy baguette for dipping.
This is a mess waiting to happen.
Now, you may not notice, but because of its small historic bone structure, the kitchen at TJ's Pub is, well, limited.
So our kitchen is very small. We have just a residential oven. It's the same oven I have at my house. And then the pizza oven and a panini grill. And so it's challenging, but it also forces us to be creative and work with what we have. And I think we really do a great job with that.
And in all their limitations, the crew is still roasting their own pulled pork.
We rub all the sides, see?
With basic seasonings, the pork butts are roasted with craft beer. Today's pick, the Grapefruit IPA.
So I do 3 hours with it wrapped with foil. After 3 hours, I take the foil off so it browns up really nice. And we want it to practically fall right apart.
And once pulled, it ends up on this monstrous bite, the Cubano sandwich.
All our bread comes from our daily bakehouse, and for our Cubano, it's on a ciabatta, and we put Dijon mustard down first. It's kind of sweet, tangy, and has a little kick to it.
It's stacked with Swiss, ham, and our fresh pulled pork before running through the oven.
And we wait for the magic to happen.
Yes, ma'am.
The last touch is a crunchy layer of pickles and chips for a side.
Oh, really good. It's a nice, cozy atmosphere, especially this time of year with the fireplace. And it's just a great place for people to come in at the end of the day and unwind and relax.
Reporting inside the kitchen,
Cheers.
I'm Jenny Bouchel.